Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream. Okay, so going to share the live stream. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to start soon. Okay, making sure everything's working fine. Microphone. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm going to start. Okay, I guess let's start. So. All right, hold on a second. I'm coming back soon. All right, back. So let's go. All right. Well, where to start? So we're gonna create a directory. I'm going to call it, I don't know, code attack of Vulkan SDK, I guess. Or well, Vulkan SDL. Let's go. And let's go inside of there. Let's go. Nice. Now let's say okay, zig-init, I think. Well, zig-init-exe, I think. Right, and then let's open up the editor there, and let's go. So we have this cool stuff. Now I'm going to create a build. I think build.zig.zon, right? Okay, sure. So basically here uc.name equal to, the project is called, let's see what I call it, Vulkan SDL. Pretty creative name, isn't it? Right, dot version 0.0.1, and then dot dependencies. All right, oopsies. Make sure to add a comma there. And now let's add our dependencies. Okay. Let's add our dependencies. Let's see. Right, I'm going to look for, first of all, Vulkan Zig by Snectron. It's a pretty nice binding. It's pretty much the best binding I've used so far, I think, honestly. But anyway, I'm going to copy the link. Actually, I don't need the link here. Oh yeah, well, in fact, I'm going to call the dependency something. In my case, I'm just going to call it, I think, Vulkan Zig, like this, equal to. And here I need the URL. Where is the thing? There you go, the URL. Well, here's how you get it. At least personally, what I do is I just copy the link from here. Copy link address. So .url, like this. And there you go. There you go, there you go. You could also get the commit, the latest commit. For example, this one. Come on. And here's the commit ID. Let's go. And then instead of refs heads / master, you could basically just paste in the latest commit ID. There you go. And now you basically run that guy. And it would tell you the hash. Oh, well, you change the zip from zip to tar.jz. This stuff may change in the next release, which is very soon, but there you go. It gives you the hash, and you just copy it over. I don't really understand why you need the hash, but who cares anyway. It works. So other than that, I think that should work out just fine. There you go. So we have added Vulkan. Well, we need still to set up it in build.zig though. So let's do that. Well, not SDL. Let's say, well, in fact, I don't need to do it manually myself. If we go to the page, to the README, we're gonna find out how to do it. Not this one. There you go, as you can see. And basically you just copy this guy. And there you go. So basically you get the dependency. Here you call it whatever you want, I think. Nah, actually, I think you get the name basically that you used here, I think. But anyway, here we give it the registry, and you should also give it honestly the target and optimize. So the target equal target and the optimize equal optimize. Okay, now the interesting thing, you have to give it a path to vk.xml, which you may have in your system, or in Windows you need the Vulkan SDK. Well, in fact, in both. Basically, if you have the Vulkan SDK, you could look for vk.xml in the SDK and you put the path to it here. But to make sure our project is self-contained, I like to actually pull in some other dependency that would do that for us. Like that would fetch vk.xml, and we could use that in our project. So I think now there's a lot of ways that you can go about this, but I think I'm going to create a script, Zig script, that would do for that for us. I never really done it before. I mean, the way that I want to do it right now, which is to basically fetch it from the internet directly using HTTP request, then basically put it in my project, I think. We'll see how it goes. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to use the way I've done it before. But yeah, we're just gonna be experimenting, really. So here I'm gonna be calling it well, I don't know what to call it. Let's go with setup.zig, I guess. Okay, and it would just have a, I guess, a main function. Hello, Rise 7th. Welcome to the live stream. Cool, never tried Vulkan and I don't have any experience in Zig, but I enjoy a lot this stream and I wish to learn at least Vulkan one day. Yeah, thank you for the nice comment. Never tried. Oh yeah, so we're gonna be trying this together. In fact, my live streams is mostly just experimenting, really. So yeah, don't expect anything crazy. So anyway, let's see how we can do this. So we have the main function, and basically how it's gonna go, zig run, and we're gonna run the setup.zig file. Now we could have used Python, but just for the sake of trying to use Zig only, we're gonna go with this. Well, currently I'm trying out WGPU with Rust, but man, GPU is hard. Oh yeah, like WGPU, if you want fully cross-platform graphics API, then surely you probably would like to go with WGPU. It's the only API that supports basically desktop, web, phones, etc, etc. Rust, it's fine if you're going to be using WGPU's like library, since it's safe, you know, but if you're gonna be doing some unsafe code like myself, especially with Vulkan and graphics programming in general, it becomes a real pain. So in fact, a lot of languages, it became a real pain real quick. Zig so far is the one that I enjoyed, although Zig have its own problems too, which is pretty much tooling currently, like ZLS. So, but we're gonna try to work around that today with this setup.zig script. Hopefully, I never really tried such things that I'm gonna be doing right now, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, GPU is pretty hard, honestly, especially to go like to start inside of that domain, but it's pretty interesting anyway. Well, anyway, so as you can see, zig run setup.zig. Of course, the script doesn't do anything right now. Okay, so we're going to try to see how we can fetch a file from the internet into our project manually, of course. Let's see, let's find out. Alright, so I'm going to look for, I think, HTTP client. And thanks for someone in Discord. I found out that you can actually do this, and there you go, Python. Let's just go with Zig. I would have probably been able to do that, honestly, using Python in like 3 lines of code or something. But let's just go with Zig. Let's try it out for the sake of learning anyway. Yeah, Zig is extremely cool, so unless you do your unsafe code without too many limitations like Rust, but unlike C, it doesn't provide many ways to focus on yourself. Unlike C++, there isn't a massive bloated language. So I pretty much like C++ and C, but as you said, C is kind of weird. C++, I would have gone with C++ as I've done before, but the problem is that it forces you to create a class for every and each resource. So it becomes kind of like Rust, where basically if you're using a C API, it becomes a real pain. So for us, you have to use in safe code, and for C++, you have to wrap everything in our AII wrapper, or sacrifice errors and error recovery, etc., whatever that is. So yeah, but Zig have like defer and error defer, and these guys lets you do all sorts of things without having to create a class, etc., and all sorts of things. Like you could just create a main function and then just write your code. You don't need any class or whatever. It's just all extremely straightforward. But anyway, anyway, coming soon to a Zig near you. Well, let's look for the STD reference, I think. Okay. I'm going to try to not talk a lot, to hopefully do something today in this live stream, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, in fact, I need the Zig API. Hold on a second. There you go. This is it. And honestly, I need to bookmark this guy. Okay. So let's look for HTTP and client. There you go. So connecting and opening requests are thread safe, individual requests are not. Okay. So you need a allocator. Well, for an allocator, we could too simply get a general purpose allocator already. So std.heap, and the microphone is annoying me because it's in front of me. But anyway, general purpose allocator, you give it the config, which is nothing in our case, just the default values for now at least. And of course we need the standard library though. Const std import std. Let's go. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I'm going to try to not talk unless if really needed. But yeah, anyway, so allocator, I think, is equal to general purpose allocator dot allocator, I believe. Okay, and I'm probably going to make an arena allocator though, honestly. Yeah, let's make an arena allocator so we do not have to worry about individual allocations. So yeah, I think so. std.arena heap .arena allocate, there you go, .init, and here the child allocator, which is going to be general purpose allocator dot allocator, I think. I don't know, but let's basically make sure to defer this guy. So defer std.debug.assert that general purpose allocator.dinit. By the way, I did program in Zig for quite some time now, I think 2 months. I was learning a bit of C++, but anyway. Okay, so basically you make sure that there is no leak. That's why if there is no memory leak, it says okay. So yeah, defer arena allocator.dinit. Let's go. Okay, so we have an arena allocator right now. Let's make sure this is working fine. Okay, so std heap has no member name general purpose. Oh yeah, I gotcha. There you go. So it's called like that. Let's see now. Hello, Travis Taylock. I think I recognize your name. But I don't remember where exactly. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. So, cast discard const. Well, should be var though. Should be var, I think, here too. Okay, so this is working fine. Now we have an arena allocator. Now let's try to create a client so we can make an HTTP request. So how are we gonna do that? Well, we'll see. var client. It's been a bit. I caught some of your Vulkan 6 streams a month ago or so. Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I do remember. Welcome back. It's been some time now. Var client. So let's try and see how this works. So if you don't know, Zig standard library have an HTTP library, although it's quite small, but it should work hopefully. Yeah, I'm currently building a C compiler in Rust, and holy moly, so weird. Like C likes data types, can have completely different size. Yeah, working with C is crazy. Like, the thing is, I thought I was knowing C until I found, like, I read about its undefined behavior stuff, and at that point I didn't know C. And same thing with C++. I thought I knew C++, but then I took a 1,300 pages book about C++, and oh my god, I learned a lot just from the first basics of C++. There's just a lot of details, but Zig kind of makes it out, so that's nice. But anyway, okay, giving rise to weird long, yeah, namespaces. Like, I just want a C language with namespaces, pretty simple templates, and what is it called? Well, in fact, instead of templates, you could just go with comp time. So basically, C with namespaces, comp time, and what else? I didn't remember. I don't remember. Hold on. Namespaces, comp time, and something else. What it was? Bruh, I don't remember what I wanted to say. Anyway, okay. So how do you actually make this? C11 as generic, but let's be honest. Yeah, it does. It's so bad. Generics. Yep. Oh yeah. So I just want a language like C, but with namespaces, comp time, and defer and air defer. Like, defer and air defer are just so useful, to let you just write code and don't bother about it. Basically, you don't need to do all sorts of abstractions and wrappers and whatever. So yeah, what's the difference? Which difference? What are you talking about? How do you actually do this? Connecting and opening. .connect, I think. No? Well, how do you create a client? Weird. Well, I think you just create it like this, maybe? And then you say allocator equal to arena allocator. I think you just say this. The allocator, right? I guess so. Is this the way you do it? I can't link, YouTube blocks it. Yeah. There's a lot of spam, that's why I blocked links. But you can in fact go ahead to my Discord server and you can post it there if you want to. Not sure if I have a link down below in the description. Oh, you said what's the difference between defer and air defer? Oh. Well, defer basically defer something until the last execution of the the end of the scope. For example, if you return from the function, then all the deferred stuff would execute in reverse order. Basically kind of like constructor and destructor in C++. Error defer is kind of the same thing, but it only executes when you have returned from the function with an error, basically. But defer executes no matter what. Is it an error or a normal return, a success, then it would execute. Error defer only execute at the end of the scope when there is an error, basically. These guys are just so useful. I don't know why the C language didn't add those. It's just pretty amazing, honestly. But it seems like we have created a client, hopefully. C kids used to call it goto. Oh yeah, if you used goto, they probably kick you. So yeah, anyway, connection pool. So connect. So there's connect and there's request. Well, I think I just want to request. So let's use the request method here. Client dot request, and here we need the HTTP method. std.http method get. Yeah, let's go. So dot get, and then you need the URI. Now let's look for the vk.xml URL. So we're gonna look for Vulkan headers repo. There you go. And inside of registry, you find vk.xml. There you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm just gonna go with the raw version. And there you go. I'm just gonna copy this link and put it inside of here, I think. In fact, let's just say, well, what is it called? Spec URI. Okay. So const spec URI is equal to this guy. Now the headers. I honestly don't know what's the headers would be. I think probably none. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me just look up something. Where is it? I don't even remember. Okay. Let's see. There you go. So someone shared with me this method. There you go. Try. So thanks to Ace. Okay, so he basically done request, client.request, and then allocator. And I think no headers, basically, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So let's try that out, I think. Options, none, basically. And yeah, no headers and no options. But hold on, what the? Get Wayland spec URI. But isn't this supposed to be the headers though? But do you have an allocator here or something? I don't know. Let me have a look. Parameter type declared here, URI. What? Oh, actually you say cd.fmt.com time print for some reason. Weird. No, actually you need that to do this basically, but no, I don't need that. Let me see what's going on here. What's wrong? So struct declared here, URI. Well, what's wrong with that? That's weird. URI. Well, it needs a URI. How do you do that? Hold on a second. Where is it? Where is my page? Oh yeah, there you go. All right, so where's the URI? Let's see. So how do you create a URI? Resolves the URI against the base URI? Huh? Really? Did this change or something? What? I mean, I was expecting you would just give it the link and it would work. Well, what's wrong? Found const. Well, I guess let's try to maybe create it. cd.http.uri. Where can I find it? Client maybe? Where does it even exist? Oh, std.uri. It's inside std for whatever reason. So there is host, there is query, maybe host, I would guess. Well, that's the spec URL, honestly. So let's try this out. Missing all these structs. Oh, maybe I could use parse. Maybe I could use parse. Or resolve. Not sure what resolve is for. But let's try parse. Let's try parse. Okay, cd parse, and then let's pass in the spec URL. Oh, I need to use try here. Hello, Marty Flowers. Welcome back to the live stream. What is going on in here? Missing struct field allocator. Oh, I think I need right now to pass in allocator. Let's see if that works. I guess so. I guess maybe it worked. I don't know. So let's find out. All right, so it gives me something. Let's see. Honestly, let me do something real quick. There you go. So where's request? Request. So it gives us a request. Okay. And then basically, well, in fact, let's check this guy. Okay. So you say try, well, first of all, we have to make sure to de-init it, I guess. So what he gives us, request. Seemed like you had a good example in Discord, why not? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do right now, honestly. Okay. So const response is equal to this guy. There you go. Let's see, defer request.de_init. But isn't it response though? I think it's response, not request. Oh, yeah, it is request indeed. So anyway, okay. And then basically, well, let's do something real quick. Okay, let's see. Copy. There you go. So defer request.de_init, of course, and then try request.start, request.wait, and then check if the status is okay. And let's see if that works. I think maybe I have to make this var though. Yeah. And this should hopefully work out. Okay. there you go. Seems to work. Now what's next? So I don't have anything to do with decompression and compression right here. Let's see how we can extract the body of the response, I guess. Maybe I could say read all. Yeah, maybe I could say read all though. Or reader. Okay, so I need a buffer, seems like. Buffer. But I do remember there was something like to read to a file, I think, if I remember well. Let me see real quick. Let's see if there's a file here. No, there's no file. I think it was read until something. I think Travis is the one that have pointed out last, like previous live stream. Read until delimiter or alloc. What? Read all alloc maybe? Bruh, I don't remember. We actually have used it in one of my projects. Hold on. So let me go to GitHub. And one of my previous Vulkan tutorials, I think. Well, I have to make sure it's for Zig. So there is this guy, and there is well, I think this guy. So one of these guys. Okay. vk.zig, maybe. No, what I'm doing. Not this guy. main.zig. Okay. What have happened? I don't know why my connection is slow today. Weird. Anyway, let's see if we have done some sort of file stuff. There you go. There is some stuff here. Well, there is write all and no. Open file. There you go. I think it's this one. Read to end alloc. I guess. No. Reader. What? Well, let's just go with this anyway. Allocator. And then the max size I've used std.max int. There you go. And the comp time I've used usize in that case. And I do need to, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Do this gives a result? Yeah, I think so. Okay, seems to work. Let's try to at least print in the data size, for example, .len. See if that have really worked out or not. Let's see. There you go. It's quite big though. So right now I think we probably have to open a file of where I want to put that guy. So where do I want to put it? Well, in fact, I don't need to put it anywhere. Well, hold on a second. So basically I need to give it to build.zig. I need to give it the path here, right? So in fact, maybe let me make it a folder called gen maybe or something. Do I really need to? Let's see. Well, okay, fine. Let's call it gen. You know what? Who needs that anyway? Let's just put it inside of the root directory. So const file. Now let's find out how to open a file. File. Right. Duh. There you go. You get the current working directory, it seems like. And then you basically write. Do you remember the FIFO.pump example I shared on Discord for reading from reader to a writer? Oh. Well, I don't think I remember the name though. Like the, sorry, the code. Honestly, that's a good one. Would probably work here. Did you send it on Discord? Well, who's mentioning me though? Hold on. Let me look into it. Can you send it to me, Travis, on Discord? The FIFO thing, so. Anyway, let's try to find something. Share the link in Discord. Where exactly? Let's see. There you go. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. Thanks. Let's see. All right. Temp directory. Const F1. Okay, I'm going to put it on the side and I'm going to try to write this. Hopefully. Well, I think we need to create a file first. Yeah, need to create the file first, and I'm going to call it, I think, vk.xml. And then the flags, no flags, right? Oh, actually, I do need the flags to read. What's that? Anyway. Okay, so what's next now? Let's see. Const contents f1.write all. Contents seek to. Well, in fact, let me try to understand this honestly. So first of all, he's getting a temporary directory, then deferring the close of it, okay? Then he's creating a file f1. I don't know what exactly this means. Dot read equal to true. Const contents equal to that. Then he's trying to write all of this content into the f1 file. Then he's seeking to the beginning of the file before reading. Then try tmpdir create file. I think he's adding this to basically be able to read from the file, I think. But anyway, var FIFO. Okay, so I think this is the one that we need here. std FIFO linear FIFO u8 static cdmem page size anyway init. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. Let's try this out. So we have the file linear FIFO f1.reader. Well, the reader here in this case is not the file actually, it's the response. Hold on. So request.response, I guess. No, actually we already, well, the request.reader. Okay, there you go. So I don't need this guy. Yeah, I don't need this guy anymore. So request.reader and then the file.writer, because we're reading from the request and then we're writing to the file. And we don't need to allocate anything, I guess. So basically it goes from the writer to the reader directly. At least that's how I understood it. So that's nice. Must seek to begin before reading. Okay, seek to buff and define try read all. Oh, so this is just testing stuff. So I think this is supposed to work, I guess. Maybe. Now I think I need to close the file. Let me see. Is it really this simple? File.close. Let's see. Looks good. That might work. Yeah. Let's see. No field or member named writer in. Oh, in error. Oh yeah, I need to try this guy. Okay. There you go, it worked. Amazing, perfect. Let's go. All right, so we got the vk.xml from the internet. No need for get, no need for anything like that. Amazing, perfect, nice. Thanks. Thanks, Travis. Okay, we got the linear FIFO. What is this std.mem.page size static thing? I have no idea what's that. Okay, amazing. Amazing. So we have used the client HTTP thing and we have acquired the stuff that we needed. Amazing, perfect. I think we should probably make this into a function, honestly. Like get file function or whatever. Let's see how we can do that. Well, fn, maybe download file. Okay. There are different kinds of FIFO. That one uses static memory, could also be dynamic. Oh, I see. So is this fine for this use case, I guess? So download file, but the thing is file. Yeah, okay, download file. And here, let's just get this guy. Client. But honestly, maybe you need to only create one client at a time, or what? Hold on. Client.request. Yep, that's fine. Okay, nice. So for each download file function, we're going to make one request, right? Yes. And we don't need to create one client every time, so I think so. Yeah. So let's put this code here. Preferable email because it doesn't allocate and has a nice big page size buffer. Yeah, that's amazing. So right here, we probably don't need anything. Just void maybe. Okay. And what we need here, we need first of all the client. So client is std dot let's see dot heap or what? Well, http dot client. Let's go. And what's else? There is the URI. Okay. So URI. Or maybe honestly I just need the URL, I think. I like big buffers and I cannot lie. Let's go. URL, and then here it's probably a slice of U8 maybe. And then here I could put the URL there, I think. And then we need also an allocator though. I'm just gonna put the allocator here, I think. std.mem.allocator. Let's go. Okay, nice. Nice. And here basically the path. Okay. So let's create a path. And the path would be what this takes. It takes a const u8, okay. Alright, amazing. And let's go. But here we're gonna make this into a path. Or let's call it output path, just to input URL. There you go. Okay, so that should work out hopefully. Alright. Do we need to create a FIFO every time? Or maybe we could create it once and then reuse it? I don't know. But anyway, so this should hopefully work out fine. So let's see how it goes. So right now we could basically just say download file, give it the allocator, give it the client, and then give it the URL, which is going to be, well, we already have it, spec URL. And the output path is basically, well, vk.xml. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Amazing. Allocator client. Well, actually we can get the allocator from the client. Yeah, we can do that, I think. Let me see. Where's the allocator being used here? There you go. It's being used here. Well, can't we just use the client allocator? There you go. I think so. So now we don't even need the allocator anymore. I mean, you may want it if you want like separate allocator for the request and one for the client, but anyway. Hello, welcome Theo Paris. Welcome to the live stream. Okay. So right now we have a beautiful function called download file. You know, you just give it the client. You don't need the allocator anymore. You just give it the client, the spec URL, which is in my case this guy, of GitHub, right, basically, and then, well, hold on, let me do something. Okay, back. Let's go. I recently subbed after seeing one of your older SDL3 videos. Glad to see some Zig content too. Oh yeah, thank you. SDL3. Alright, so let's get going. So right now let's make sure this works. Cannot return an error. What? Expected type void found error. Oh, but this can basically error. So we have to say try download file, basically. And zig run. Now the client, what's happening here? So in fact, cost discards const qualifier. I don't remember how you're supposed to. Maybe like this. What? Let me see where we're creating a request, I guess. Like where we're using the client though, here. So this guy takes this guy, okay. cd.hpp. So here, try download file found. Okay, I think like that. You almost had it. Need to pass. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so I guess this works, and just to make sure, I'm going to rerun it. Make sure that it really works. And we should be done with that, hopefully. Alright, and there you go. So we're pretty much done. Now we have a beautiful function. It's pretty straightforward. Just give it the URL, give it the output path, and there you go. And honestly, I could just inline this maybe. Yeah, I could just inline it, who cares. Okay, there you go. Alright, amazing. Now, what's next? Let's go back to our build.zig, and now we could basically pass in vk.xml directly, I think. And with that, we should be done with the Vulkan dependency, hopefully. Let's see. Zig build run. And it seems to be great. It seems to be fine. Now, basically, you're supposed to use this main.zig and const Vulkan zig. I mean, in fact, if you go back to the README here, where is it? There you go. I've seen it somewhere. There, well, not that one. Import. I don't know, but anyway, you say this, basically import Vulkan zig like this, I guess. Let me make sure what I'm doing here. Add module. Oh, you should use this name. Okay, you should use that name there, and there you go. Okay. Now, the problem with this, though, is that when we try to use, honestly, I'm going to call it vk, though. When you try to use this guy, you get no autocomplete, which is a big shame. So, how are we going to fix that? Well, how are we going to fix that? So basically, in zig cache, you're gonna find a vk.zig generated from vulkan-zig, right? So in fact, if I try to find a file here and try to find vk.zig, I should hopefully find it there. Not that guy. What? Zig build run. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't know. Weird stuff. vk.zig, no. Let's see, zig cache. Find in folder. vk.zig. Maybe it's not being built yet, possibly. Let me try this. Oh, in fact, let's get the base dispatch done. So base dispatch, create instance. Okay, and then basically, well, I guess I'll just try that one, I think. What? Where can I find that guy now? You might need to reference it first. Now, there's nothing easy on how to do that, really. So, let's see the other code. Now, I have to set up SDL for that first. I have to set up some stuff with this. So, honestly, let's just keep it here for now until we set up SDL. And then we can come back to it, basically. So, oh, you mean base dispatch? I can just do that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Let's see now, hopefully. And let's try to find the file. Find in folder. vk.zig. What? Are you kidding me? There you go. I don't know why I didn't find that. So stupid, man. But basically, as you can see, it's somewhere in the zig cache. it's generated. There you go. But the problem is to find it in the Zig cache is kind of crazy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hopefully add to the script some way to basically find vk.zig in the Zig cache, and then we're basically going to copy it over to src so we can use it in our project for the sake of autocomplete, to fix autocomplete and to fix the other stuff basically. Because this way it's really painful to work with. I mean, you don't get any help from ZLS at all in that case. So that's what I'm gonna hopefully try to do now. I never done it again, but well, let's see how it goes. I don't know if there's like a standard function already to find files. I don't think so. And if that's the case, we have to walk the directory ourselves. So I guess let's go ahead and try to do it. Okay, so how to find the file? Okay, zig find file. I don't see much in there. But well, let's have a look maybe into this. Find file. Are you sure that ZLS won't give completion now? It usually seems to work for deps. Yeah, I mean, there you go. There's nothing. It doesn't work for me at least. Let's go. vk. I find it quite weird that it doesn't, but there you go. It doesn't. Maybe it just wasn't being referenced last time. What do you mean? I mean, there you go. It doesn't work. I don't get any. Oh, hold on. What? No way. What's going on here? Really? I'm so confused. Does it work or it doesn't work? I don't understand. Really? No, it doesn't seem to work, honestly. It doesn't seem to be saying. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna do it. But let me know if you know how to fix it otherwise. So, yeah. Either way, let's see how we can do this. And in fact, you're gonna need this mechanism anyway for SDL, I think. But anyway, so find file. Find file. So I don't think there is like a built-in function to do that. I don't think. Find byte writer, find line comment. Well, I don't think. So we probably have to walk the directory ourselves. But let's have a look into scd.file first, I think. .fs, there you go. Looks like it's only partially working. Maybe Vulkan-Zig is using some features ZLS doesn't like. Possibly, I don't know. But in fact, it does work perfectly if I basically take the zig file directly. I include it directly. So yeah. Alright, so, well, let's have a look if there is a find function. No, there is not. So, how we can walk the directory now? I don't even remember how to do that. So, iterable there, how do you get that? So I think first of all, probably to get the CWD, which is the working directory, I think. There you go. Now, oh, let's see if there is some find file. No, there is not, I think. So open, maybe? Or iter? I guess open iterable there. Let me know if I'm wrong. So subpath. I think subpath is basically this guy, but anyway. So, and this would hopefully give me either an error or iterable there. Let's see iterable there. There you go, there's an iterate and there's a walk function. And there you go, recursively iterates over a directory. There you go. That's what I need here, I think. So let's see how it goes. Close, iterate, walk. Okay, so iterable there. Try. There you go. Now, of course, defer, iterable there dot close, and let's go. Now we need to walk it. I think iterable there dot walk. Then you give it an allocator. Then of course you need to close the walker too, I think. Oopsies. So you get a walker, and then yeah, I do remember not right now what's happening here. Dinit, and if I remember well, you basically do like this while, I guess, and then you basically get a walker entry, isn't it? Now, dear walker, dot next, isn't it? But that could fail, so we have to say try. And I think that's probably it. I think. Let me look into walker entry, and there's base name and there's path and kind. Nice. So basically, let's see how it goes. Print. And let's try to print maybe path, for example, and see if this works. What? Why it didn't do anything? Weird. And by the way, I want to use zig out, zig cache, right? / zig cache. Ash. Zig cache. It takes an open dir option. Okay, nice. So now pretty clueless. Oh. I'm saying zig build run. Oh my god. Zig run setup.zig. There you go. I'm writing the program instead of the script, and I'm wondering why it doesn't. Hello, Nada Dada. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Ace from Discord servers. Yes, doesn't like the fact it is a generated one. You need to set up the generated file different so it actually does it. Yeah, it's basically generated, yeah. You need to set up the generated file different so it actually does it. Do you have a solution to that? I mean, if you have, let me know in Discord. But for now, at least, it seems to... Well, if you have a better solution, let me know. So anyway, let's see how that goes. Now, no field or member function named next in... What? Oh. A way to get autocomplete is manually getting the zig cache one and using it in the import. But let me see if I can find it on my engine. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, I think. Isn't it? Okay. Cast, discards, const qualifier. Well, this should be var, I think. And maybe even iterable there, probably. Yeah. that should also be var, and let's see how that goes. Basically, I'm trying to find the file in zig cache and then basically copying over to src so I can use it in main.zig, pretty much. Cannot format slicer slice without a specifier. Oh yeah. And let's see how that goes. There you go, I'm getting something. Yeah, I think it works. Hold on. Let me add a new line there. Okay. And there you go. I guess that works. But is it really going through all the files though? I don't think. I don't think it is going through all the files. Or is it? Maybe? But there you go, vk.zig. Nice. So let's see the other one. Well, hold on, let me see 1 second. So the Vulkan entry also holds a base name. What is a base name? Let me see what is a base name. Well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're basically gonna check if the base name is vk.zig. If entry.basename equal to vk.zig, then we're going to do something about that. Oh, do I need a parentheses? I used a lot of languages to the point that I don't even know. Cannot compare string. Oh yeah, my bad. I think I need to use std.mem is equal or something. I don't remember what is it called. I guess this one. Yeah, probably. Yeah. And I think the type is u8 and entry.basename. There you go. And vk.zig. There you go. Now if that's the case, just to test it out, I'm going to print the path, the full path. Okay, let's go. And there you go. There you go. But there's o/. Sent it your way. Let me have a look. Accept. All right. Here's the thing. So we have var Vulkan b.dependency Vulkan generator artifact. Would this fix that guy? Are you sure? Path from root. Let me try this up. Okay. So if we go to build.zig here, and for a second, let's just comment that out, I guess. And let's see what we have here. var Vulkan b.dependency. And in my case, it's Vulkan Zig, and this is the args. Oops. So I don't need add arg, I guess. I mean, I'm using it here. Hold on. Let me just do something. Let me get this thing. Also, this is all code. The run generator should be add file source arg. Where is the run generator? I think you're talking about this one, maybe? Add file source arg, or maybe this one. Okay. So let's try to remove this for a second. And dependency. In my case, I called it Vulkan Zig, but honestly, we could indeed call it Vulkan. Why not? So it's taking the artifact generator. It's adding run artifact, Vulkan generator, then add file source arg, add output file arg. Well, I guess let's try this out, isn't it? So if I zig build run right now, did it work? Maybe. Let's see. But hold on, should I change this guy? Dot module. Create module. I'm super confused. Vulkan bindings. Well, let's say this. No package named. Okay, let's remove the zig. No package named Vulkan. What is it called? Seems like you need to add back the xc, the add module line. Oh, well, that I guess that makes sense. Right, name Vulkan, and then Vulkan binding, I think. Let's try that out. Well, I guess it worked on that one, but I don't think I have autocomplete and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Or maybe I gotta give it some time. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it works though. Seems like the same thing, so. Well, I guess we're just gonna go with the normal way. ZLS seems like it doesn't like it either. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna comment it for now until later, I guess. So there you go. now we're gonna go with main. Well, let's go back, I think. Entry.path, and as we've seen on the script, it actually gives us the path. So in this case, it's what? Oh, zig run setup.zig. Okay, so O slash this guy. There you go. So it gives us from the zig cache. Now what we're supposed to do, let's see, path, base name, and kind. Kind. So we got the path. Should we open the file? Like, how do you even copy files? Weird. Let's see, let's go back to FS. And let's maybe see if you can copy. Oh, well. Same as dir.copy file. Well, interesting. Gotta run, check back later. Goodbye, Travis. Thank you for helping. Okay. So there's this guy, absolute, and there's also copy file. Same as dir.copy file, except asserts that both source path and this path are absolute and relative path. Okay, so it seems like this is the one that we need. You give it a source directory and the path, and then the destination directory and the destination path. Okay, interesting. So let's try use that, I think. So std dot, well, in fact, let's get the current working directory here, I think. Open turbo there. I should honestly probably first of all open the directory zig cache, maybe? No, in fact, let's just say cwd const cwd is equal to that guy. I don't think I need to close this though, so fine. Now let's say I think cwd dot copy file. The source path is entry, I think, dot path maybe, and then the destination directory is, well, cwd, I guess. Well, hold on. Yes, cwd, and then the destination path is, well, slash vk.zig. Well, in fact, slash src slash vk.zig. And the options, I'm probably gonna go with the defaults. Let's see if that would work or not by any chance. Consider using a try. Okay. Okay. File not found. What do you mean? Try. Okay, so the source path. Where's the source path? Here. Well, I think we need to do zig cache. Hold on. c.fs.join. Or what was it? What? it tries to open the file and the source there with source path. Source there, source path. So the source there is the current working directory, and then the source path is this guy. So let me try to find join. I think that this is the one. Combines a series of paths. In fact, can't we just open the directory? Hold on a second. I mean, if you say there is equal to cwd.open there, okay, and then maybe the subpath. So in this case, it's the zig cache, right? I think so. And then maybe you need to close it. Yeah, you need to close it. So for dir.close. And then basically I could use probably dir directly. And now I don't need to use this guy. Okay. And then what's next? And now here I could say dir.copy file entry.path. Oh, cwd dot slash src. Yeah, I think this should maybe work. Let's see. No field member. Oh, I need to try this. And there you go, it works. Amazing, finally. Oh my god. So there you go, nice. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. If I run it again, what's gonna happen though? Would it just override the file, or it would give an error? Yeah, it seems to be fine. So that's amazing, let's go. Now, instead of doing this, so this is the one that is supposed to be done, but we're gonna say, well, in fact, hold on a second. I'm going to basically do this. Then basically import vk.zig. And there you go, amazing. So now, hopefully I could say vk, and there you go. I finally got my autocomplete stuff. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing, perfect. There you go. Now, the next beast that we have to worry about is SDL. But before that, let me just clean up a bit. I don't know if this code or this code is better in my case, but for now I'm just gonna keep that as a comment. But either way, we're gonna go with, I think, I don't need this, I don't need that. Let's go to setup.zig or what? Yes, setup.zig. So I'm going to make this into its own function, so if we need it in the future, which we probably would, we can use it directly. So let's just say open there zig cache args. Okay, let's see how that goes. fn, I think copy file. But well, in fact, we have a search. First of all, we're searching for a file though. Then we're basically copying the file. Well, honestly, there's no need. Until we want to reuse it, then we can do that. Anyway, who cares? Now, let's add SDL. Okay, let's add SDL. Now, there is this repo by Andrew. But I found I think a better one for our case. So if you go to the pull request, there's a pull request there that's been sitting from April 21, which adds hopefully Linux and Android support, and adds shared lib compilation, I think. So requiring the system D submodule should allow cross compilation for Linux build from other platforms, but it's intested. Intested, okay. If the submodule is a no-no, then I can just add user include as a library include path on Linux. This also adds the logic to build both a shared and static library. And although I have been enabled to get dynamic Windows build working, static builds works fine. Both shared and static work for Linux builds, and I can't cross-compile to macOS seamlessly, so that's tested for shared libraries. So I think we're probably going to go with this fork of the library, but that may change in the future though, I don't know. But yeah, anyway. So how are we gonna deal with this? Well, I'm going to copy this link, I think. And then let's go to the zone file. And then basically let's add, let's see, what I'm gonna call it, SDL, I think. And URL is equal to this guy. And in fact, let me get the latest commit. There you go. And let's get the ID of the commit and let's replace it here after the archive. And then of course let's make this tar.jz instead of zip. And then basically afterwards, let's see, of course we need the hash, but before that we need to basically run this guy and it would tell us what is the hash. And there you go. So I'm just going to copy the hash, going to put it here. And by the way, I'm using SDL instead of GFW for cross-platform, because GFW only works on desktop. But if you want to support mobile and other platforms, then you're out of luck. Only SDL could support those. Okay, all packages used in build.zig must be declared in this file. What's going on? No dependency named Vulkan zig. What he's talking about? Build.zig. Oh, what? What? Where this error is coming from? Oh, I see, I guess. So maybe we should use Vulkan here. Add module Vulkan. Maybe .module Vulkan. I don't know. Let's see. I changed it without testing it. Weird. Okay. And we have an error here. So this probably shouldn't be changed. This probably should stay as Vulkan zig, right? Makes sense. And there you go. Amazing. So now let's add SDL. How are we gonna do that? Well, of course, first of all, we need the dependency. So SDL dep is equal to b.dependency. And then here the name. I'm going to call it SDL. And the args We need the target, and then optimize. There you go. There may be some other arguments, I don't know, but yeah, this should work, hopefully. Other than that, we need the library. So the SDL lib is equal to b. And by the way, I knew how to do this thanks to another post in the server, the Zig server. Let me find it. Where is it? Zig help. Yeah, there you go. So this question in Zig server, so there's a lot of discussion here about it, but the code is thanks to what is called, thanks to what it was called something, but anyway, seems like it's called only I right now. But I think it's called encryption or something. I don't know. Anyway, so this is it. Basically, this is how I knew how to do it. Now, basically, say the artifact SDL2 artifact. I think SDL.dib though. Artifact. There you go. And then here you say SDL2. I think. And then basically you link the library, but after that, I think you basically say exe.link library, and then you give it the SDL lib, and this should hopefully work. There you go. As you can see, it's compiling right now the SDL library. And basically I could say SDL and then import SDL. Come on. There you go. Now, here's how you do it basically. C import, then you make an expression, and then you basically say C include, and then SDL, I think SDL2 / SDL.h, I guess. Or you could basically say SDL if I remember. And then I also need SDL Vulkan.h. And if I run this up, hopefully, but hold on a second to make sure that this actually compiles. Let's just do that. And C import failed. Well, I think you have to say SDL2 maybe. Let's find out. Seems to work out just fine. But again, the problem with this is that you get no autocomplete at all. So if you say SDL, as you can see, no autocomplete once again. This is so bad. But I found a workaround again, which is using zig translate -c. But then after that, you get another problem, which is an error about an invalid character or whatever. And I fixed that using zig fmt because I'm on Windows. You don't get that error in Linux. But there you go. So that's how you do it, hopefully. And basically, I'm gonna try to do that using my setup.zig. Okay, amazingly. But in a perfect world, you would just say import Vulkan, and you would say const c import, c include, and there you go, done. But that's not the case. Okay, so how we're gonna do that? Well, first of all, again, we have to find SDL. There you go, it's inside of here. As you can see, we have to find the headers. and then we're basically going to need to create a file. Let me show you the process first of all, actually. So basically I'm going to create a c.h file, and then I'm going to include, let's see, where is sdl.h? There you go. I'm going to copy that, the path, copy relative path. Yeah, copy relative path, and then basically going to copy it there and then include. And then again, I'm going to include also SDL Vulkan, of course, copy relative path. And basically after that, I'm going to say zig translate dash c, c.h, and of course I need l-lc, I believe. Yeah, I mean, let me see what's gonna happen here. Hold on. Yep, as you can see, it will say process.h file not found. And for whatever reason, when you add -lc, it works, as you can see, but it gives us that in std out. But we can redirect that into a file. So we use that guy and we tell it to redirect it to, I'm going to say src/c.zig. And there you go. Now we get the file of SDL translated to zig in here. That's nice, but the problem though is that when you try to include it, is equal to import c.zig, and then SDL init. But of course I need maybe to open it first to get some autocomplete though. Let me just go through it real quick. And hopefully right now. There you go. As you can see, I'm getting autocomplete right now, which is nice, but it's c.sdl init video. Okay, let's try this now. Zig build run. And of course it won't work. We need another step before that, because we are in Windows, at least I guess. There you go. As you can see, it gives you another error. Found invalid bytes, but you would get this error only on Windows. And that's because of the line breaks, something about the line breaks. But luckily and fortunately, we can easily fix that by saying zig fmt by formatting the file. So src/ and that would fix it. vk.zig. Sorry, c.zig. And there you go. Now if you run this project again, now it should work. Value, oh yeah, I just need something here basically, and that should work out. And as you can see, it works. Amazing. Now we basically need to do all of this stuff inside of our setup.zig. But I'm going to go back. I'm coming back in a second. Please stand by. All right, back. Let's go. All right. So as I said, we're going to have to program that instead of .zig. So, okay. Well, so what we need to do, hold on a second. First of all, let me actually remove these guys right here. Remove c.h, remove all the stuff that we have done until now. And remove c.zig here. We need to generate that by script. So it's easy, you can easily update everything. Okay, let's see. So that's the only things that I need. Alright, nice. So how are we gonna do that? Well, first of all, we need to find the SDL headers in Zig cache, which we have already the code to do that, which is nice. We just have to basically abstract it into a function so we can reuse it. So afterwards, after getting the path, we could basically assemble a C file, a C header file to include those guys. And then basically afterwards, I need to run commands. I need to run zig translate C on it, and then basically zig fmt on the output. So that's gonna take some work, honestly, but let's go. Alright. Well, how are we gonna do with that? Try copy file. Well, so we gotta basically abstract this away. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do it. Open there, cwd. Alright, so probably this guy, and then basically create function. So fn, I think find file. Right. So let's put that guy there. And then of course this should give you the path, which is gonna be a u8. Okay, so this is the path that we're searching in, I think. Yeah, I guess so. And then we also need an allocator. Isn't it? Well, yeah. Okay. And then here we need the destination direct. Well, in fact, this guy right here, we would basically just say return entry.path. Now, one thing that I'm kind of not sure about though, which is the lifetime of the path. That's what I'm not really sure about. Like, is the path of the string is linked to the deer walker or something? I don't know. But it's not a big of a problem. If there is any problem with it, we're just gonna basically allocate a new string from that path and basically return it. But for now, I think we're fine. We should be fine. So next up, we basically need the path. Okay, so const path is equal to find file, and then here you give it the directory where to find the file, which is here, and then the allocator, which you already have. Okay, nice. So this is the path, and current working directory and the destination path. Right. Find file. But of course I think this could fail, right? Isn't it? Yes, it could fail. So let's add that guy. Other than that, well, in fact, we need to know what we're searching for though. Yeah, we need to know what we're searching for. So in fact, we're searching for a file name. Const u8. There you go. And here we're searching for vk.zig. Let's go. Amazing. So now let's make sure that this works. Try find file and try there.copy file. Let me remove this for a second there. Let's try to say zig run setup. And hopefully that should work out. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh yeah, I see what's happening. So what happens if basically well, we're just gonna return, I guess, file not found, I think. Well, maybe I could find that error already in the library. Hold on. Let's see. Like maybe in file. Hold on. See. I don't know. For now, let's just return a simple error. Error.file not found, basically. And there you go. Now that should hopefully work out. Okay, what's the problem? Invalid UTF-8. What? What are you even talking about, mate? Oh, I think probably you have to allocate the string though. Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's why. So never done that, I think. Let's see how we can do it. Allocator. Let's see. Zig allocate string. Dun, 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 dun. I think I could probably use std.fmt, maybe. Or I could just simply allocate and copy. Yeah. Well, I guess let's go with that, maybe. So, allocate and copy. Okay. Allocate and copy. Alloc. The type is basically U8. The size is probably entry. Oops. Entry.path.len. There you go. So that's the allocation. Right? and then basically we need to copy that guy. So std.mem copy, again u8, the destination is the allocation, oops, is the allocation, and then the source is probably entry.path, and then we could basically return allocation. But this could fail, so try that, and that can't fail, seems like. Oh, deprecated, use mem copy if the arguments do not overlap, or copy forwards if they do. Okay, nice. Mem cpy non-alias, so destination is allocation and the source is entry.path, no alias, and there you go. Now hopefully that would work. Okay, so let's try this out now. And it seems to work. Let's go. vk.zig. But of course I should make sure to free the allocation, but since I'm using an arena allocator, I don't have to worry about it, I think. So yeah, try. So once you basically de-init the arena, you're good to go. But of course, resources like directories and files, you gotta close that yourself. But allocations doesn't matter in my case. So try there, don't copy file, nice. Find file, there you go. Okay, so what's next? Now this is current working directory, and this is zig cache. Zig cache there, and zig cache there. Okay. Now this is vk path. Now let's go ahead and try to find SDL. So SDL path is equal to try find file. The file name is, well, sdl.h, and the directory is zig cache again, I believe, and then the allocator. There you go. Now next up, well, in fact, let me try to first of all print the path just to make sure we're doing it right. And SDL path. Now let's run the setup, and it should give us the path of SDL. Why it's taking too long? There you go. It's find it. There you go. Amazing. So I found that. Now let's find also the path of SDL Vulkan. Isn't it? Yeah. Let's find the path of SDL Vulkan 2. So SDL Vulkan.h. That should be good to go. Let's try to see if that works too. It should. And in fact, you know what? Since we're trying to, well, in fact, here we have a big waste of resources, you know. Why? Because what we're doing here is that we're doing a linear search or linear recursive search upon all the files, but in fact we're doing that for every single file. But it would have been probably much better to basically you have a bunch of files that you're trying to find, and then you go through once, you recurse once, and then you find the files that you need to find. But yeah, But anyway, for now, I think it's probably fine. Let's not go crazy. And there you go. So we found the path to each one there. Amazing. But this actually gives me the path sig dash cache. That dash cache. Okay. So right now I need to basically make let's see. Yeah, I need to create a new file though. I need to create a new file. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, const. I'm going to call this C include file or just C file, whatever. And then let's say cwd.create file. The subpath, I'm gonna call it c.h. And then for the flags, none, I think. And then basically we're gonna write some content to there, hopefully. I think write all. But oh, I need to try this out probably. And there you go. So we have writer file, whatever. Write all, I think, and here we give it the bytes. Now of course I need include, and then okay, I need to escape that and escape that. And basically between those two guys I need to put the path here. Now to do that we need maybe std.fmt. So let's see, format, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So here you give it a writer. Ooh. Oh yeah, gotcha. So let's actually say cd.fmt dot format, and then here cfile dot writer. And then here the format, which is gonna be the string that I've done before. And then here the path. And of course here we need to pass the path. And I'm quite surprised that you don't need the allocator. I don't know why that's the case. Weird. Or maybe it doesn't need to since it's right into it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's probably using the file, well, the writer's allocator, which is basically this guy of the file, but I don't know. Yeah, this guy. Well, in fact, not that guy. What? No idea. Anyway, whatever. So here, the arguments, it would be the C file, well, the SDL path. And then of course also let's add a new line and then include again the guy, and then let's add another path there. And of course I think I maybe need S here for a string. And hopefully that would work out. And of course let me make sure to close the file. And there you go. Now hopefully that would work out. Let's see. I probably need to try there. Yes. And let's go. Oh yeah, I need to add the other path. SDL Vulkan path. And let's go. And yeah, we made the file right now. Interesting, but I do need to add zig-cache, right? Right. Well, it's using this guy for some reason, which is weird. I don't know if that would work, honestly. But anyway, either way, right now we just need to add this zig-cache at least. I may need to replace those backslashes with a normal slash, but for now it's fine, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so what's next? Yes, let's actually do zig-cache here, slash. And same thing here. Okay, so that should hopefully work out, maybe. It doesn't really give me that, guys, so. But let's see if I replace these. I don't know. But honestly, if we're going with that, we need to have, hold on a second. I need to make it a backslash if we're gonna go with that way. And let me try to translate it and see if it works with the backslash. I never really tried a backslash. What's going on there? Oh, I forgot. But honestly, that's not really gonna work anyways, because in fact, like on Linux, if you use a backslash, then you're gonna have that problem. But let me see what's gonna happen, honestly. C.h -lc. In fact, it worked. Weirdly enough, I think. I have no idea, but it seems to be working, I guess. Okay, fine. I mean, if it works, it works. Let's go. Okay. Now what's next? Now we have the file. We have generated the c.h file. Now we need to run a command. And in fact, I have already done that in one of my older projects. So hopefully we could use that. Yeah, I called it a pre-build. And there you go. So basically to create a child process. So try a cd process, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Just gonna do a copy. And let's see what we could do next then. Const results. So try cd child process exec. Oh, deprecated. Interesting. I need to use process.child. Well, hopefully that would be painful. Not painful. Well, doesn't seem like it's working out though. Let me see, cd.child, but there's no child. There's only child process. What? Use process.child. Ooh, okay. All right. So std.process.child. Is that it? I guess. Seems all good, honestly. Max output bytes. Okay, interesting. So what's next? Const file, create file. Now, of course, I need to create the file. Okay. Do I really need to create the file though? I mean, maybe I could just recycle this C file. I don't know. Not really, I don't think. No. So we need a new file, I guess. Const, let's see, C file, well, C output file. Okay. And then basically try current working directory dot create file. Subpath is basically, I think src slash c, well, vacate, well, what, c.zig, right? And there you go. Now after that, defer c output file dot close. Now one thing that I remember is that the caller, okay, there you go. The caller owns result std out and result std error memory. But if it succeeds though, interestingly. And I think I did handle that gracefully here. Let's see. File.write all. But anyway, it doesn't seem like though. But anyway, whatever. So try c output file.write all, and here we give it the bytes, and the bytes are result.std out, hopefully, and that should be it. Maybe we still have to use zig fmt, but let's see if this works. We should hopefully get a c.zig here. Well, it doesn't have anything. Weird. Oh, okay, I see. I should call it c.h. But hold on. Okay, let's try that out again, hopefully. And there you go. Amazing. But again, as I said, the problem would be with the address stuff, okay? Because we are on Windows. So I also need to run zig fmt, right? src slash c.zig. Yeah, I believe so. And that's pretty much should be pretty easy, pretty simple. I think. And that's gonna be just zig fmt, and I don't even need that guy, just src slash c.zig, and that should be it, really. Redact there. Okay, well, for now let's say result 2, although we need to handle some other stuff later. But anyway, in fact, not really, since we're using an arena allocator, we don't have to worry about that stuff. Yeah, really nice. Okay, gotcha. I just need to make sure that the operations succeed though. And how I can check that, I have no idea. Go to exec result. What is term? Exited, signal stopped, and known. I don't know. But anyway, for now this is fine. Zig fmt. So I think this should probably work now. Oh, it is an exec error on exec results. But anyway, I think right now it should probably work. So zig build run. and it seems to be fine. Nice. So let's try this out again. Yeah, it seems to be fine. Okay, so now we can actually get to the real code. Amazing. So let's actually get just enumerate version. That's the easiest function you can get. Enumerate instance. What? There you go. Equal to true. Now, basically, you need to get 0. So if c.sdl init, c-init video, not equal to 0, then you are in trouble. So if that's the case, then we're basically going to c.sdl log error. There you go. Then is c.sdl category application. There you go. And then here fmt, the format, which is gonna be an S. Where's that guy? There you go. And then here we're going to get SDL get last. Oh, SDL get error. And there you go. Nice. And after that, I'm just going to return error.sdl init failed. Or let's just say SDL init. I mean, it's an error, so it's clear that it failed. I mean, what could have happened wrong other than that? But anyway. So yeah, and then defer CSDL quit. There you go. And this should be it for SDL initialization. Yep, seems to be working fine. Now let's actually go ahead and say if c.sdl Vulkan Lloyd library, right? And here just give it null if you don't have an explicit path. And other than that, not equal to 0, then we are in trouble. So I'm just gonna copy that guy. I'm going to say return error.vulkan init. Okay, and then defer c.inloid library. Oops, library. There you go. And there you go. Nice, 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 nice. This should work. And next up, I want to get the procedure address of Vulkan from SDL, of course, from the SDL library. So how are we gonna deal with that? Well, I think instance proc addr is equal to c.vk get instance. There you go. And after that, we can basically we need to cast that into a pointer function. Although I may need to actually check if it's null, though. Just to be safe, I'm gonna say maybe. Honestly, fine, who cares? So here I'm just gonna say that this is supposed to be vk.pfn get proc addr instance proc addr, and then basically I'm going to say here ptr cast. So because that guy just gives you any opaque, which is basically kind of like void pointer in C, but then you use ptr cast and then you give it what kind of pointer you want, which is in my case get instance proc addr function. And now I could hopefully pass this guy to the base dispatch to Vulkan, to the Vulkan wrapper, so to load it. And there you go. Now, of course, try to load that. And that would hopefully give me the base dispatch. There you go. Okay, I think that should work out. And after that, I need to basically use the enumerate instance version to get the version of Vulkan. And with that, we should be ready, if that works. So const version, I guess, base dispatch dot enumerate instance version. There you go. Now I think this could fail. Yeah. So try. And then I think we're going to basically print dot this. And then basically we're going to say base this, well, not base, vk dot version, API version major. Then you pass in the version, and then vk dot oopsies, vk dot API version minor, and then you pass in the version again. And the moment of truth, let's find out if this works. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know what's happening there, but let me add a new line. And there you go. We got 1.3, which is correct. Amazing. So it's all working out. But basically what I've done here, I initialized SDL and specifically the video subsystem. And if there's any error, I'm logging that error, basically using SDL2, because, well, I'm not sure if Zig print function is actually cross-platform or not. But yeah, so I recommend using SDL log error if you care about cross-platform, right? And basically, if that's all good, I'm basically going to SDL quit, defer, of course. And then I'm trying to load the Vulkan library dynamically using SDL again. And if that fails, the same thing. Otherwise, I'm going to unload library afterwards. Right, and then I'm getting the instance proc ADDR, the function from the dynamic library, using SDL, and I'm basically casting that. And then afterwards, I'm using that to load the base dispatch, which contains the functions that we need. In our case, we only loaded enumerate instance version function, and we have basically printed the version. Amazing. So there you go. That's pretty much good to go. Pretty much ready to go. Amazing. Now, one thing that I'd like to make sure is to basically ignore c.zig and who else? c.h and vk.xml. Now, I think to keep this stuff, in one place, I'm probably going to put in src, maybe I'm going to put like a gen folder. And then try to basically generate everything right there to keep things pretty. So yeah, I don't think I need this honestly anymore. And what else? So here, let's see what we can change to do that. So we're copying the file to src vk.zig. Well, in fact, let's go here and the output path. Honestly, one thing for download file, I'm going to go with the output path first and then the input URL. Okay. And then basically I could pass this here before the output path. And in fact here I'm going to change this to src/gen/vk.xml. And afterwards, where we're using that, yeah, we need right now to change the build.zig, I think. Yeah, vk. So it should be src/gen/vk.xml. And that should do it for that one. Next up is, let's change the other stuff. So open directory, use a cache, good. Find file, vk.zig, and then we're copying the file vk path. Okay, and then we're copying it over to src/vk.zig. Well, honestly, I'm gonna go with src/gen/vk.zig. And find file. I don't need this guy anymore. And then try cwd.create file. c.h. cwd create file c.h. Okay, so I'm going to put that in src/gen c.h, and then basically this is fine. Zig translate -c-lc. Now I just need to maybe, so either I can say src/gen /c.h. Yeah, and then create file src/gen/c.zig. Same thing again, /gen/c.zig. And yeah. Well, in fact, let's use the zig run setup.zig. But in fact, before that, let me just clean up a bit here. Let me clean up all those files. c.zig, vk.xml, goodbye. vk.zig, goodbye. c.zig, goodbye. Okay, let's try to run this setup again. And hopefully we going to get everything in gen. And there you go. You got c.h, c.zig, vk.xml, and vk.zig. And in fact, even afterwards, we could basically remove c.h and we can remove vk.xml if needed. But I think I'm probably gonna leave them for now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, honestly. There's nothing wrong in keeping them. In fact, it may be useful if you want to check them out for whatever reason. But anyway, so here, vk, now instead of vk.zig, it will become gen/vk.zig. Same thing here with c.zig, gen/c.zig. And now in, where is it? Where is the get ignore? I think I didn't make get ignore yet. Yes, probably not. In fact, I didn't even make a get repo yet. So that's interesting. So we're going to ignore src/gen. And now, of course, I'm going to say git init. But before that, let me just see if there's anything I'd like to change other than that. Probably need some cleanup here. But anyway, in fact, it's fine for now. I don't care. Main.zig. Alright. Okay. Probably need to read main stuff. But anyway, so I think let's just say git init right now. And there you go. What's happening, bro? Oh, I forgot. src/gen, but also I need zig-out and zig-cache. And there you go. Now we're up to just build.zig, zig.zon, setup.zig, main.zig. The only problem though I see here is the fact that you need to first of all run zig build, so it would basically put the repo stuff in there. We could probably even do that without the build.zig.zon ourselves, using the setup.zig file, and basically decompressing the tar. But anyway, whatever, who cares. Zig build run. What are you talking about? Oh, what the? Why this is empty? Let's see why. c.zig. What I'm seeing here. c.zig. Where is setup? What? Where is setup.zig? There you go. Okay. I was like, what? src, there you go, c file. C file.writer. And zig translate -c. Where is c file.write all? Yeah, where is c.write all? Are you kidding? Weird. But anyway, let's just do it again, I think. I may accidentally deleted it, but anyway. Write all and results .std out. And now, oops, zig run setup.zig. Okay, I forgot the try. And well, that took forever. But I don't see anything here. Oh, well, hold on a second. What? No, in fact, what I'm doing. So we have C output file, the write all result the std out. So what's the problem? I don't get it. src/gen. So we're creating the file, but for whatever reason, duh, are you kidding? Translate -c. Well, let me actually try to do it myself, maybe. Ooh, file not found. What? What do you mean by file not found? Duh. Do I need to zig build? Zig translate C src. What? Zig cache I. Well, that should work. Include. Bruh, are you kidding me? Max int. I just changed that and now it doesn't work. Pretty weird. Maybe what we could do, clean up everything right now. And hopefully we can say, first of all, maybe zig build. So we can basically build SDL, etc. There you go, it's built in SDL. And then let's try set up build.zig again. Now let's try zig run setup.zig. It should generate all the files. What? Well, I'm trying to create a file. What do you mean? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Error file not found. Why it's even trying to open the file now? That is another level. Create file. Maybe I need to change mod. What? I don't think. Create flags. What about the output path? Oh my. Well, I think I need probably a folder first of all, called gen. That may be the thing. Yeah, probably. Bruh. File not found. What? vk.zig. Oh yeah, I couldn't find it. Well, because that stupid thing didn't generate it yet, I think. So how can I force it to generate it? Amazing. Well. Now somehow, since this is not compiling, yeah, we have some kind of cyclic dependency here, which is so stupid. Because I think imports are lazy, so they're not used. Oh, well, that is weird. But basically, I think what I need here now is to simply, well, say something like this. Maybe. Or maybe I need to run though. Bruh. So I'm going to check it out off camera. So see you later, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.